Hey guys, Mike from CoachMikeMcDonald.com here. And if you're just getting started in personal development, you might be wondering what are some of the top books you should read? What should you focus on if you're just getting started? So today's video, I'm going to cover my top personal development books and books that have really changed my life. And I think that can make a big impact on yours as well. So stay tuned. Now, one thing to really understand is that personal development, self-improvement is really a journey. It's not really something that you stop doing, right? So your list of top books that you're going to read over your life and invest in yourself in, isn't really going to end with these top 4, right? But I think if you're just getting started, this is a really good foundation to start with, and it can really help you improve your personal development journey and give you that good foundation moving forward. So the first book I definitely recommend is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's actually the first personal development book I ever read. I even read it in like 8th grade, so it was a long time ago, right? But when I first read this book, I was working at Dairy Queen, I was working in fast food, and this really just opened my eyes to business in general. And it's pretty cool. Like the story of this book really follows Robert Kiyosaki's, 2 dads. One was his real dad who worked, the traditional 9 to 5, 40 years, worked for the government, work for 40 years, collect that pension, and, retire on a 401k. That was kind of the mindset of his real dad. And then he also had his friend's dad, who was his rich dad, who basically talked to him and taught him about business, finances, investing. And so it really opened my eyes to the world of business and entrepreneurship. And I think some of the biggest takeaways that I got from this book was, one, the cash flow quadrant, which was basically talking about, the different ways that people can earn money. So you can have a job as an employee, you can be a small business owner, or you can have a business, or you can be an investor. And so just really clarifying those different categories of where people traditionally are, working that 40-year plan, are usually in the employee or maybe the small business owner mentality, or the categories there. And then there's also like the big business, or if you're a business owner, you can apply leverage. And then as an investor, you can basically have your money working for you. And so that was a big takeaway from this book. And then also a big thing that I got out of this book as well was really what, rich and wealthy people spend their money on. They invest in assets that bring in more money, where the poor and middle class usually just buy stuff that doesn't really get them anywhere financially. And so I think that was a really good foundation for me in personal development, and brought me on the career path that I am now, being a home business owner, doing marketing online, building businesses, helping people with that. And so this is a really impactful book, and it definitely changed my life. And I think it's a really good foundation for a personal development book for people to start with, for sure. It's an easy read as well. It's told through a story form as you read the book. So definitely recommend picking up this book for sure. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The second book I definitely recommend is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And, probably on all personal development lists, this is near the top for almost everybody. It's really the foundation book for a lot of personal development. And what's really cool and I like about this book is it basically follows Napoleon Hill. He was tasked by Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest people in the world at the time, to basically go out and study the top wealthiest people in the world and find out, what made the difference for them. Why were they wealthy? Why were they successful? Why were they getting results? Why other people weren't? This is really around like the Depression times. A lot of people were struggling financially. So throughout this book, he spent, I believe it was like 20 years studying these people and gathered all the principles together of what really made them wealthy and helped them get success. And so I really recommend this book. What's really cool with this too is a lot of the principles are really just for, anything that you want to be successful in. And so I really like that aspect that you can apply it to anything. You want to get in shape, right? You can follow the principles in this book. You want to get wealthy, cool. You want to have great relationships with people, awesome. You can follow these principles. So it doesn't really matter what you want to be successful in. When you follow these principles found in this book, you can go out and create that success in your life. So definitely recommend following this book. Getting this one for sure is one of my top personal development books, and I think it can change your life like it changed mine as well. Next book I recommend is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. This one is great. It really goes through kind of different mindset shifts, right? So, one thing he talks about is like your inner world creates your outer world, and your mindset is something that you really need to focus on, and that what you focus on expands. And so he goes through a lot of different wealth principles of what, separate people that are poor and struggling financially for those that, are very successful and wealthy. And so I think it's just really good to have those different mindset shifts and understand really what the different thought processes are, because again, what you focus on expands. What you think about most often comes to be. So having the right mindset is really important, and this was a great foundation book that I really recommend, that I think everybody should use and add to their personal development library. The final one that I'm recommending today is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This one was probably the most impactful for me, and I think it's definitely one you should read again and again. As you can see through here, I've got it highlighted. I got different aspects that I have gone through. I know when I first got a hold of this book, I think I read it back to back probably 4 or 5 times in a row. My story, again, I was an introverted video game nerd, socially awkward, terrible with people, and it was kind of hard to get success in business and marketing, with that lacking of those skill sets. And so I think whatever you're in, if you have your own business, you're working a job, you want to improve your relationships, people skills are really the foundation of that. And so if you don't have those, it's really going to be hard to be successful, in those different aspects. So I think that this book is really a great foundation. No matter what you do, you definitely want to get your hands on this book, read it again and again. It might sound, it's simplistic or whatever the case might be, but a lot of people do not use the principles in this book. And so I really think that if you go out and apply these, not just read what's in this book and the other books that I've covered, but you actually go out and apply what you've read, I think it's really going to make a big difference, and it can really change your life like it changed mine. So, definitely let me know in the comments below, what other books do you like? What are some of your top personal development picks? Let me know in the comments below. If these ones made your list, let me know that as well. And so again, guys, hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share, and definitely be sure to subscribe to our channel here to get more training on how to build a profitable business from home. And then also, maybe you're struggling, maybe you're not where you want to be in your business. One of the biggest reasons why I find a lot of people struggle with marketing their business is they're doing it all wrong, right? They're hunting people down, they're chasing people, they're spamming their links all over the place, and that's one of the big reasons why they're struggling. So I actually put together a free lead generation boot camp. You can access it by clicking the link below this video. But again, it's 5 days worth of hands-on virtual coaching from me to help teach you the skill set of generating leads for your business, attraction marketing, and growing your business more effectively on social media. So if you'd like to join that free boot camp, just click the link below this video, or again, you can head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching. Again, that's coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching. But once again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.